Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! That's track.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, set. 56. Mike's 56. 61. Matchbox.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 49. Ready? 70. Indy. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Kill. Go out. Hey, turn it out. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Leo.
On the toss, here's Ballage. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
10-2 saw. Hey, lock it. Recon, 132 fighter. Look at me. Door. Check 52.
Now Ballage. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
Let's go. Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
What we got?
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On first down, it's Coleman. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is Coleman. Just bowling over tacklers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They run with Breida. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
21.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Right here.
Play action. Garoppolo. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Whitney Merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Coleman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run here with Balaj, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Check 3. Check 90. You draw quarter. Shoot. Hey, rock it now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Protein spill. Deep rip.
Balaj. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Pilot, 64. Weak. He's checking. Crash. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Holiday. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
General West.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Holiday. And this is caught. It's Parker. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Ready. 10 logos.
On first down, Holiday. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
50, play. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. The throw over the middle taken in.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Check 55, Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I
Block.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Holiday. Caught, it's Wilson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
Here we go.
Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They go play action here on first down. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming after you.
Look, squeeze.
Check 50. Shoot.
From the gun on third down. Holiday. They're able to locate Wilson. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
You got tight right there.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Off the play fake. Holiday. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Hey, lock it.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check safety, check safety.
Hit it.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Man, I got you. Mike, 50.
On 3rd down, Holiday. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They begin the drive with Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
11.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You draw Corker.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holiday caught by Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 57 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken from the 7.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 20. 13.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Garoppolo now looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happened. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You ready? 8 yards on the 56 right there. Hey, Wahoo! Get ready. Routine spell. 6, Mike 56. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Kill. Check 9.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check 25. Check 43. Hey, Sam off. Check the backer. Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Airing it out for Olsen. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Back to throw. Holiday, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
General West.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. They run again with Breida. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.